Hi, it's Colette. Welcome to my channel, and this is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday the 5th of March 2018, and it's the Five of Swords. It says defeat on it. It's got like the Berlin Wall and a wee man. I don't know if I can get this so close for you because it's really important. There's a wee man standing on top of that, and he's looking out into the blue sky behind, and he's got a light of spirit round about him, a light of hope, but yet the wall behind him says defeat. Now, some of the other keywords for this card are afraid and loss, but it actually has a hope about this card. Like a lot of the number fives, you can kind of look back the way and forward with them. It's that sense of, what are you going to do? Is he going to look back the way to defeat? Or is he going to look forward? Is he going to move and jump back the way or jump forward? At the moment, he's just there, contemplating the changes. And always remember this card, watching the Berlin Wall come down and seeing that so many people, when they pulled it down, jumped over and went over to the west and took it all in, and then they went back, and then some people just stood on the wall, and some people never went over it at all. And because of even the wall in this card, although it was the deck come out before the Berlin Wall come down, to me it's a good representation of it. So in general, yes, it says defeat on it, but the point is that defeat's behind you. And are you going to let that defeat lead you to freeze like a little rabbit? Or are you going to let that defeat take you back the way because of fear of moving forward? Are you going to let a loss or a sense of things not going right keep you in the past? And because of that, although it's a minor arcana card, it tends to come out when there's serious situations going on. One of them in general is when this card comes out, I tend to notice that maybe the mainstream news is keeping dropping bad thing after bad thing after bad thing on us. It's like, if people can be kept down as long as they're afraid enough, as long as they're, they'll stay in their houses if the terrorism threat is high enough, or, and I think when this comes out with me, I tend to pull back from the news and even my Twitter feed for a wee while. And you may want to do the same, simply because if you're feeling worn out and tired and a wee bit anxious, then sometimes it's good to actually let this card say, you don't want to be defeated by things that are out with your own control. So take that as the bigger picture this week, and try not to be pummeled into the ground by news or what this thing's doing and what that. I mean, I'm quite bad for retweeting things and talking very politically, but I have noticed when this card comes out, I tend to maybe go for more positive things rather than talking about Brexit or Trump or whatever. So there we go. In general, just don't be defeated. Don't let fear, anxiety, or a sense of loss in the past stop you moving forward. Now, it's a swords card, so that's mainly about the mind and our thoughts. What's your thoughts in the week ahead? Don't let them defeat you before you start something. Don't let them stop you moving forward or paralyse you with fear so that you don't move forward at all. If we look at career, you could find that maybe you're asked to do new things or attempt something that you did before and maybe even didn't do it as well as you would like. Sometimes it's like coming around again, that you've got the chance to prove yourself. And sometimes with career, this job, this card can actually bring round a job that maybe you went for before but didn't get, and now it's come back up again. So watch out for that and be ready for action, and don't let anything hold you back. Not fear of how you did the last time or whether you've got the ability or not. Just jump off that wall and go for it, okay? I know there's an edge of contemplation and stagnation to this card, and that's seen as okay for a while, but no, change is always on the horizon. Things change all the time, and we don't want to be defeated or stuck in the past when good changes are coming. So in work, gather your courage and go for the things that maybe you didn't think that you would win a battle with before, even if that's things like tribunals and things that you need to fight. And also don't be afraid of trying something that maybe a wee course or something that you didn't feel you did particularly well in the last time, when you've got the chance to do it again, you know. I remember my cycling proficiency test, and in the first time I literally fell off my bike, and at that moment it was like, right, if I stay down here even though I'm bleeding or whatever, I'm going to fail this test. So the only answer was to get up, get back on the bike and pedal towards the finish line. And yes, I did pass. If we look at health, again, this is the one, because it's swords, it's about mental facilities, and it's mainly about watching mental health this week ahead. If you've had a loss or something that has made you sad, it's important to not be defeated by that, and let your brain bring fear into the situation, bring fear of moving forward again into the situation, because that would not be good. But with this card, there's also this, I just love this. Rora gives it, you know, the wee man with the bright light round about him. Whatever's happened, his aura is not black, it's not dark, it's full of light, and that light will take him forth. So let the light in mentally in the week ahead. Don't be afraid. Face your fears, work your way through them, and don't let them defeat you. And also, because it's February and we're still in winter, etc., for those of you with SAD, it might be a good time to try and get out in some sunlight. Try, to get yourself some fresh air, even though it's very cold. I understand that, but in the Northern Hemisphere anyway, it's time to maybe get more light. If we look at love, it's kind of similar. You know, this card can sometimes let people go round again. You know, you've maybe had a relationship, it's been defeated, but there's a chance of it moving forward. Now, yes, only do that. If you've made the decision to do that, and it's been a well thought out decision, then go forward without fear and without fearing losing again. Remember, some of the words associated with this card are fear and loss and worry, and they're about fearing these things and being afraid that certain things will happen again. In a long-term relationship that's maybe found its feet again, you really need to commit 100%. If you're looking for a new partner, it's not the best card. It's about you maybe dumping the past, having a moment to sit with it and go forward without fear. Don't fear another relationship. Don't fear that every relationship's going to end for you, because that's simply not true. So don't let fear hold you back from potentially a relationship forming, or even the plans towards that. If we look at money, again, we're coming out of the stage where maybe overspending at Christmas and stuff is starting to, maybe people are getting there a wee bit. They're realising that they can move forward now and maybe save for other things, look forward to a summer holiday, put the money by for that. So there's a wee bit of an incentive with this card that, yeah, well, we've been defeated with money, we've spent it all, but now's the time to start getting on our feet again and maybe saving and projecting financially towards something good. So I hate sometimes that this card says defeat on it, because it's, as I say, it's not necessarily about defeat ahead of you in any way. It's about dealing with situations that have felt like a defeat or have been a defeat, but not letting them hold you back. In my Norse deck, there's the Vikings are standing with their swords down. They're not up, they're not holstered or whatever, scabbarded or whatever. They're just there, and it's as though, right, we're getting ready now to move forward again. And I think that card in the Norse deck depicts the Five of Swords very, very, very well. So, not the best card. You can make it worse than it is, or you can make it better than it is. It's kind of, you're here and you can kind of go back the way or forward. And a lot of it will depend on where your brain is and where your mind is. So look after your mental health and your thoughts first, and you'll be able to move forward with the positive side of this card. So give me a thumbs up if you like the weekly tarot card, and hopefully subscribe and be with me for more stuff on the Colette Clairvoyant channel on YouTube. And if you like the way I read the tarot, my book Tarot Novice to Pro in one book by Colette Brown is on sale in all good sellers. Anyway, many blessings. Bye.